Hey guys, today I will show you a scenario that we have incorporated, a new scenario that we have incorporated in our dynamic code generator. So now we have incorporated the accordion. So let's say if we are using a repeater. Now in this given use case, what we have done is we have added a repeater and we have applied a few line of codes to give this an accordion approach. So let me just quickly show you what exactly is it going to do. Yeah, so by default it will show the first item in the CMS as an expanded element, and on click it will expand each of it respectively, or rather not each of it will expand the elements respectively. Okay, so what we have done is we have created a CMS, we have connected it with the services dataset, and we have set the description. So there are three elements. Okay, now first element is the repeater. Inside the repeater we have given a title and a description. Now the description element which is there in this use case, the description element is a collapsible element. So what we have done is, first thing is we have given them the handle ID. So if you will see, when I select the repeater, it will be service repeater. When I select the repeater item, it will be service repeater item. For the title, it is service title, and for the description, it is service description. This is a recommended approach, because not only for you, but in future, whoever is probably working on optimizing the code, or who is managing the website, it will be easy for them to understand this code is pertaining to which section on the page. All right, so this is a best practice. Please give handle IDs. Now coming back to the use case, what we have done is we have our services section and we have used an accordion, so only the title is visible but the description is collapsed. So what we do is we select the description, we enable the collapse function. Okay, and now comes the magic which we have introduced in the uh, dynamic code that we have set up. Okay, so now pay attention. What we need is three elements. All right, one is going to be the primary repeater, because we need to give the function on item ready. Okay, so the for the repeater on item ready, once we have defined the repeater name, then we need to define the description. So which is the element that is going to collapse and expand? It can either be a description or it can be multiple components. If there are multiple components, I would recommend place them within a container and then design the container accordingly as per your requirement. But over here, since it is just one element, the description, so the second element is the description element, or rather the collapsible item which needs to expand and collapse. And then comes our third element, which is going to focus on the click interaction. So on click, the item should expand or collapse. The item which we are using as a collapsible element, that has to expand and collapse dynamically as per the indexing. Okay, so element 1 is the service repeater, element 2 is the collapsible item, element 3 is the clickable item. So what exactly which is the element that on click I need my accordion to work? The data should either expand or collapse. Now once you have defined these handle IDs over here respectively, you do not have to worry about you know putting in the line of codes over here manually. What we have done is we have a dynamic repeater, sorry, we have a dynamic code generator over here. All right, so this is our code generator and we have three different scenarios as of now, which is the dynamic lightbox, loop navigation, and repeater accordion. Okay, now repeater accordion is the current testing that we'll be doing. So repeater handle ID. What is our repeater handle ID? It is our service repeater. Okay, so I copy this element, I come over here, I paste the handle ID over here. Next, which is the clickable element? Handle ID. In our case, we have given the item itself as a clickable element. Okay, so we haven't given it only to the title or many other element. We have given it straight away for the repeater item. So I'll come over here, I will paste the repeater item ID, and then comes which is the element that needs to expand and collapse. Okay, so service description, I come here, I input service description, and I will click on generate code. Now what this code will do is it will create everything. All the line of codes are now created over here. You have a copy action over here, copy to clipboard. You need not worry about uh, you know uh, inputting any of these lines manually. You now can straight away click on copy repeater code. You come over here in our panel. What I'll do is I will comment this. Once I comment this, we will paste the code. Okay, after pasting, just click on quick format. It will get the alignment proper. Okay, so now what we did was simple. We defined every element, we did the designing, we defined the element. Once the element were defined, we straight away came over here to the dynamic code generator and we inputted the respective handle IDs. Okay, once the handle IDs were inputted, we clicked on generate code and we copied the code and pasted it in our dev panel. Okay, so over here we have the function repeater accordion. This is the entire interaction that will happen. So the first element, which is index, if the index is 0, the description has to be expanded, otherwise collapsed. And then we have the on click. So we are saying on click, if service description is collapsed, then for each item of the repeater, okay, so for each item of the repeater, the repeater item which is service description collapse, okay, expand. So if it is collapsed, if the service repeater item is collapsed, then it will expand or else it will collapse. All right, so if you want to understand the code, it is a pretty straightforward code. Okay, but you need not have to worry about typing each of it. You can simply design, update the handle IDs, come to our dynamic code generator, select the code scenario, input the handle IDs, generate code, copy and paste it in your project. So now let us test this, because we have copied the code once again. Okay, so first item is expanded. On click, it is collapsing the other element and expanding the clicked item element. So this is working. Okay, so happy coding, and let me know if you'll have any feedback. Thank you.